俺たちを超えるか。じゃあこの帽子をお前に預ける。大切な帽子だ。大事にしろよ。
What if the most popular pirate adventure ever created isn't just about treasure, friendships, or epic battles, but a living map of the soul's journey through illusion, false gods, and the radical act of waking up? One Piece is not merely an anime. It is a modern myth that weaves Christian symbolism, Gnostic cosmology, Zen enlightenment, and classical virtue ethics into a single breathing allegory. Eiichiro Oda has given us a story that operates on multiple planes at once: historical, political, metaphysical, and deeply personal. And at the center of it all stands one figure whose archetype is so pure, so paradoxical, that it forces us to confront what freedom, divinity, and awakening actually mean. Today, we break it all the way down: the false paradise and the demiurge.
What's the deal, you guys? Why is everyone freaking out so much?
Are you kidding? You're trying to tell me you've never heard of Dragon before?
He's a dangerous man! Like, really dangerous!
Robin?
I'm not exactly sure how I should explain this one. Pirates like us are enemies with the Navy, but we don't usually attack them on our own. But there is one group that is directly opposing the authority of the world government. The Revolutionary Army. And the man at the head of that group is Dragon. By now, his ideology has spread to many nations, causing worldwide rebellion. The government's hold has already collapsed in a number of regions. Naturally, the government is furious. They've labeled Dragon as the world's worst criminal and will stop at absolutely nothing to hunt him down. The problem is that no one knows a single thing about him. He's very mysterious.
In the biblical imagination, Eden is the garden of perfect harmony. In One Piece, that garden has been inverted. Mary Geoise sits atop the red line, the literal and symbolic center of the world, calling itself paradise. The celestial dragons, descendants of the creators, live as gods. They breathe purified air, walk on the backs of slaves, and claim the right to name reality itself. This is not the Christian God of love. This is the Gnostic demiurge, the false creator who rules a material prison and calls it heaven. Imu sits at the absolute center of that system, the hidden Antichrist figure who has already won the previous age's war. The Gorosei and the God's Knights manifest as demonic pentagram-linked powers.
It's my brother's dream, even to this day.
Seems odd the government prohibits us from looking into it, huh? There must be a vast treasure there. It makes it all the more tantalizing to me. If we find it, the world would know without a doubt that we're the greatest pirate crew of all.
Oh, yes, I see.
Oh, I got it! All right, then!
Okay. Ready?
I'm gonna be king of the
The world government's symbol itself is the four corners of the earth unified under one dark center. The gods of this world do not give life. They hoard it. They do not reveal truth. They bury it under centuries of erased history. The Adam tree and the Eve tree echo Genesis, but with a twist. The Eve tree reaches toward Mary Geoise like a tree of life that has been claimed by the false gods for their own immortality. The tree of knowledge at Ohara is burned because knowledge threatens the demiurge's monopoly on reality. Devil fruits themselves carry the name of the adversary, powers that grant ability at the cost of the sea, the very element of freedom. Doflamingo is the fallen angel made flesh, a celestial dragon cast down, who still claims divine right through strings that turn people into puppets. He is the heavenly demon, Lucifer's mirror, the one who fell and now rules through control rather than truth. This is pure Gnostic drama. The material world is a constructed cage. The rulers are not true divinity, and the only way out is through knowledge, will, and a figure who can shatter the illusion.
The warrior of liberation, or as others called him, Nika, the sun god. The fruit's awakened power is said to impart even greater might to its holder. But what it truly grants is freedom. Strength as broad as the imagination. The most ridiculous power in the world. One that we could not contain.
A god from the old texts.
A god? I'm sorry, Luffy? Stupid incarnate Luffy?
You're saying Luffy has become this god?
Yes. The warrior of liberation. He who plays the fool and brings smiles to all. There's no mistaking him. He is the sun god, Nika!
Enter Monkey D. Luffy and the will of D. The D clan is called the natural enemy of God, not the true source, but the false one. Luffy is the living incarnation of Nika, the sun god, the warrior of liberation whose laughter itself is a weapon against tyranny. In esoteric terms, he is the Christ archetype in its purest solar form, the one who does not come to preserve the old order, but to destroy the false one so that a real world can be born. He is the one who does not come to preserve the old order, but to destroy the false one so that a real world can be born. He is the dawn. Blackbeard is the dark sun, the eclipsed light, the Antichrist who mirrors him. Same clan, opposite polarity. Where Luffy faces every challenge head-on and grows through genuine trial, Blackbeard takes the path of least resistance and accumulates power through opportunism. Their final clash is not merely physical. It is the confrontation of two messianic claims, one that redeems and rebuilds, one that conquers and darkens. Luffy's straw hat is the solar disk. Joy Boy's giant version of it remains frozen in the past, the previous sun extinguished by the forbidden morning star. Luffy is the return of that light.
A god from the old text.
Huh? A god? I'm sorry, Luffy? Stupid incarnate Luffy?
That is a figure from the ancient past. One with the same form your captain has now.
You're saying Luffy has become this god?
There's no mistaking him. He is the sun god, Nika!
When he awakens Gear 5, he does not become a god of domination. He becomes pure creative freedom, rubber made infinite, reality itself turned playful and unbound. He is the fool who becomes the king of kings, not by claiming a throne, but by making thrones irrelevant. Look past the rubber punches and the meat obsession, and you find a being who lives without ego, without attachment, and without the heavy machinery of conceptual thought. He does not cling to past or future. He does not preach. He does not try to change people through argument. His presence itself transforms them. When Luffy is pulled into a whirlpool in the earliest chapters, he first panics, then suddenly laughs. In a giant whirlpool, being able to swim or not makes no difference. He accepts the total lack of control. He has no hierarchy in his heart. Kings, slaves, fishmen, giants, even enemies who have not yet crossed a certain line, all are met as equals until their actions prove otherwise. He does not collect titles or status. He does not need the world to validate him. His dream is absolute, yet his peace does not depend on achieving it. That is non-attachment. Haki is will made manifest, the concentrated force of a mind that has become clear. The voice of all things is the ability to hear the true nature of reality beyond the noise of labels and propaganda. Gear 5 is Satori made kinetic, sudden, joyful, boundary-dissolving awakening that turns the battlefield into a playground of pure being. Enlightenment is the world seen without filters.
Lesson 1. An old man and a baby are stranded on an island full of deadly predators. You sail to the island to save them, but only one person other than you can fit on your rescue boat. What are you gonna do?
First I put the baby on the boat. Oh, but then there's me. Wait a sec.
Think fast. Take too long and the predators are gonna eat you.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'll get off the boat and stay there. Then the baby and old man will fit. That would save the boat.
No, idiot! Wrong answer! Come on, this is an easy one. The old geezer's gonna die soon anyway. So abandon him!
Vice Admiral, don't tell them that!
In Zen terms, enlightenment is the world seen without filters. Luffy is that seeing, walking around in a straw hat. There is still one more layer. One Piece is not anarchic. It is not pirates good, marines bad. What matters is character. What matters is the cultivated excellence Aristotle called virtue, the mean between extremes, the settled disposition to act rightly regardless of external pressure. Luffy's freedom is not license. It is the freedom of a soul that has become so aligned with what is true and good that external authority can no longer chain it.
See, though I never expected his name to come from.
No crap. You guys are actually friends with him? You think he'll actually come help?
Yo, if he can lend a hand for the cause, I'd feel so much better about our chances.
Hold up just a sec. After what happened with him last year, he might be,
Indeed, it's a long shot. He may not agree, even if we locate him.
Marco. Oh, I heard that name somewhere. Maybe you met him back in the War of the Best? He was at Marineford, after all. Marco, who is that?
You seriously don't remember him?
He was Whitebeard's right-hand man.
Well, he has a very rare devil fruit power. Does that ring any bells?
Huh? Rare power.
He looks like a pineapple.
Oh, yeah!
The world government claims to bring order. In reality, it brings a rigid, life-denying control. Luffy's crew brings chaos, yes, but it is the chaos that births new order. Ordo ab chao. Every island he liberates is left freer, more alive. The red line will eventually fall. The all blue will return. The world will be made one again, not under a new tyrant, but under the shared light of those who chose to live freely and virtuously. So which archetype is Luffy? He is the solar hero, the Christ who laughs, the bodhisattva who refuses to leave anyone behind, the Zen master who teaches by being. The fool of the tarot who steps off the cliff and discovers the universe is rubber and joy. He is the will of D made flesh, the eternal return of the liberator against every false god that rises. In alchemical terms, he is the pure gold that the demiurge tried to bury. In Gnostic terms, he is the spark of the true light that the archons cannot extinguish. Most of all, he is the living proof that freedom is not the absence of structure. It is the presence of a soul so awake that no external structure can define it. One Piece is telling us something dangerous and beautiful. The gods who rule this world are not the true gods. The paradise they offer is a cage. The knowledge they forbid is the key. And the one who can open that cage does not come with sermons or armies of righteousness. He comes laughing, hungry, unbound, and completely unafraid of the whirlpool. He is the dawn. He is the sun that cannot be eclipsed. He is the reminder that the deepest spiritual path is not to escape the world, but to free it, starting with the only place freedom can ever begin, inside the one who refuses to be owned. So the next time you watch Luffy stretch his arm across an impossible distance, ask yourself, what false god still sits on the throne in your own mind? And are you ready to laugh it into nothing? The One Piece is not a treasure at the end of the map. It is the world made whole again by those who chose to wake up. See you on the Grand Line.
Luffy is the man who become king of the pirates!
Luffy will never give up. Till he wins!
Luffy is not dead. He's going to be king of the pirates someday.
Not Luffy. Because he's gonna be king of the pirates.
As a matter of fact, he's gonna be king of the pirates someday!
But what about our captain? You want him to become king of the pirates, don't you, Nami?
And while you're at it, tell them he's going to be the king of the pirates someday, too!
Did you think I would falter? The man who I have chosen to follow will surely be king of the pirates someday.
After all, I made a promise to my captain. My captain and best friend.